get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's just cut the crap and get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
But let's get to brass tacks here.
Need to fucking practice, Randy!
All right, welcome back to the Brass Tacks Podcast, episode 134. Let's try this again. We're your hosts, Rick and Adam. My name is Rick. Adam, did you unmute yourself?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Dude, we are having a rough go of it today, fellas. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming back if you're just now rejoining the stream. We had a little bit of an audio issue on that first go around there. For some reason, our audio was like viciously low, so we got that taken care of, and we're back again. You didn't
Do you
miss...
have any of your other stuff on?
What? I've got my phone on, but the sound's off.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why, are you hearing something?
Yeah, just talk again.
Hello? Testing?
Keep talking.
Testing?
All right, we'll see.
What was going on?
I was hearing you.
Dude, you're gaslighting me.
It's like you.
I'm sick of this shit, because now I don't know. Like, this is the problem.
No, I'm serious. I won't gaslight you on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one thing you wouldn't gaslight me on.
It is.
That's the problem with, like, the kind of humor we do here on this show is, like, we think it's funny. Like, we think the term gaslighting is funny, and therefore we try to, like, do it to each other. So then it creates this circle of, or it creates an air of mistrust between us.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what gaslighting's all about.
Yeah, I know that, but it makes it hard when we have days like today where, like, there's actual audio issues going on, but, like, you're over here like, hold on, do you hear that? Like, your textbook.
Well, no, I wasn't
gaslighting.
gaslighting.
Your textbook.
I wasn't gaslighting you. I heard an echo.
Yeah, you might be saying that now. I just feel like I don't know who to trust anymore. I feel like I don't know who to turn to anymore. I feel like Jennifer Lopez in Enough. I'm gonna start taking Krav Maga, and then one day I'm just gonna show up in your house when you're away, and when you come home, I'm gonna turn the lights on and just sneak up behind you and start kicking your knees out from under you and shit.
Krav Maga is like the fakest martial art of all time.
You say that about literally every single martial art you talk about, or that
not
anyone
true.
mentions. Yes, it is true, dude. Every time somebody mentions a martial art, you're like, that's not real self-defense.
It's not. Krav Maga isn't. It's like, oh, if this guy comes at you with a gun, suck his dick or something. Like,
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah. If a Palestinian kid walks up to you, shoot him.
Okay. I think we're going in a different direction now. I thought we were going to get into your weird inability to accept any martial art on planet Earth, but instead you turned it
Brazilian
into
Jiu-Jitsu is legit.
Yeah, okay.
Wrestling is legit.
Next week Adam's going to be on the show wearing a tap out shirt. Or better yet, one of those like bedazzled affliction shirts.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I hate
those.
Those
Are better.
I hate those fucking shirts, man. I hate
I
guys
know.
like that. Those are the same guys who, like, before Tap Out and Affliction was popular, those are the kind of guys who, like, hung their Monster Energy drink hats on their walls, like on their bedroom walls.
Yeah.
You ever meet...
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same guys that they've ruined sleeve tattoos
Right.
forever.
Yeah.
Those are no longer cool. Yeah, you have cops cops all have sleeve tattoos, and then the long beards. Long beards are no longer cool.
The Jack Murphy beard.
Yeah, it's like everyone's a tier 1 operator.
Yep. Well, that's
They
what everybody
drink
wants.
Bulletproof coffee or something.
Black Rifle coffee.
Oh, whatever, same thing.
That's your second attempt at a Black Rifle coffee joke this week.
Yeah, you get the point.
Yeah, I guess I do, don't I?
A rifle of color.
Yeah. How's it going, Janet? Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us. I appreciate that. Jana says, Rabbi, you got your computer up and going. No, Rabbi's computer is in the mail still, but he'll be back.
Yeah.
He should be back next week.
If he had his computer going, he would be here.
Well, she doesn't know that. I'm still getting used to the new schedule, too. I couldn't remember whether or not we were all back on together.
Well, Josh doesn't have an excuse. But
Well, Josh did a show, or I guess he did a premiere today, which, speaking of, if you guys need something to listen to and you want some laughs, go check out West of Waterford podcast after we're done, because our good friend Josh relaunched his show today. Contasulations all around.
I tuned in while I was changing my Earl on my four-wheeler.
Nice. Yeah, I was listening to it on the way over to my sister's house, where I thusly got beaten up by my nephew. It's tough, man, because kids for like a certain amount of time are just like nutsack level. So no matter what they're doing, they're all goofy. They have no coordination. It seems like you're always getting hit in the nuts with something.
It's just general physics at that point.
Yeah. I always got to be really careful when I'm hanging out with my nieces and nephews and stuff, because they're just like, they'll turn around and just swing something at you, and you never know what it is or what angle it's coming from. I just get popped in the balls, and all of a sudden I feel like I've got a shit.
Or a cup.
Yeah, I really should. I can't find one to fit me, though. It's too much. It's too much garbage to put in a cup, dude.
It'd be funny if you just got like a coffee cup.
Or a shot glass. Rabbi says, don't pick on me, Jana, unless I get COVID. I'll be on next week, or get kidnapped by Azov.
You'll be safe.
That'd be awesome if Robbie got kidnapped by the Azov.
He would never. He'd be fine.
They'd be like, you are white nationalist now. Make him cut his hair.
No, I'll just tell him not to kidnap him. It'll be fine.
Well, that's mighty white of you to do for your friend. I turned these lights back on. I'm going to see if they're going to help me out.
No, turn it off for now. You got a shadow going.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're right. Fuck these lights, dude. I need to quit. You know what? I'm going to quit giving a fuck about the vanity of podcasting and just talk. I'm done with it. I'm done with trying to look good for you people. You don't appreciate me the way that you need to. So until I start getting some more appreciation around here, daddy's not wearing makeup anymore. I'm not wearing my foundation or anything. I'm done with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
No concealer.
Yeah, this is the arc of Vanity Rick. I'm going from Vanity Rick to you don't appreciate me anymore, Rick.
Yeah.
Like when you wife a bitch. You wife a bitch and then all of a sudden they just broke down.
Just give up.
Mm-hmm. They're like, yep, he didn't sign shit. I didn't sign shit at the beginning. There's no prenup or anything. It's like, I got this motherfucker.
Yep. All the garbage.
Yep. That gym membership card I used to cut up cocaine with. I'm just going to throw it away.
Gone.
Yep. I ain't got to look good for you.
Lingerie, gone.
Yep. Nothing. Dude. Oh my God. Did I tell you? I don't know if I know I told you this in private. I don't know if I ever talked about it on the show, but like I told you about how when I worked at the liquor store and Skylar worked there too, there was this very flamboyant gay man that would come in who was he was one of the coolest people on planet Earth, and he was just super attracted to Skylar. And so I was like,
how old was Skylar at the time?
What does that matter? This was like literally just like a year ago.
Oh, was he? Okay.
What does this matter?
Oh, well, I'm wondering if this is when you were 15 years old.
No.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Let me tell my story. Anyway, he comes into the store all the time. He's got a thing for Skylar. I'm like, yo, dude, if you're persistent, like if you're really persistent on Skylar, he might let you suck his dick. And I said that kind of just joking around because that was our sense of humor. He would say, like, we would just say raunchy shit. He was like on the same level as we are with our bad humor and stuff. And so we joke around and stuff. And he's like, you really think so? And I was like, yeah, why not? And so it continued on for like a week. Like he was just really persistent on Skylar and shit like that. And eventually they exchanged numbers, but like not in the context that like they were going to do anything or go on a date or anything. Skylar was just being really nice because like Skylar's one of the nicest people on planet Earth.
Yes.
And
he would, yep.
And he's not going to pick up on the fact that this guy's hitting on him as hard as he was. You know what I mean? It didn't click with Skylar until they exchanged numbers. And then this guy started sending Skylar pictures of himself in lingerie. And we're talking about like a 5'6", probably 230, 250 pound black man with very long braided hair and stuff like that, sending Skylar these like super sexualized lingerie pictures. And this proceeded, this went on. I'd have to check with Skylar. If Skylar, if you listen to this at all, please comment somewhere how long this went on. But like this continued for a series of like months and months and months. And finally, Skylar and I were talking about it, and I told Skylar, I was like, yeah, I didn't think he would actually start trying to get your dick if I told him you were into it. And Skylar was like, you told him I was into getting my dick sucked by strangers and shit like that? I was like, yeah. And he was like, why would you do that? He's been sending me these pictures for like almost a year now, and like I just don't like, cause Skylar doesn't want to be the guy to be like, yo, I'm not trying to hit it like that and stuff like that. Like I put Skylar in a really uncomfortable position, and I feel bad for it.
Well, did they make guy lingerie?
No, he was wearing women's lingerie.
Oh.
What? I'm going to quit telling you stories, dude. This is exactly why sometimes it's nice to have a group of people on here, because when you're dealing with a dead-eyed autist like Adam, sometimes these stories that are just, in my opinion, very funny, they just fall on dead ears. Like,
what also bugged me was he said, oh, what, Skylar, you just thought I was into getting blown by strangers? I don't think that's what I think it was getting blown by a dude.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, I should have specified.
Strangers, hot chicks. Oh, it's just strange chick. He's not gonna get blown by her.
I wouldn't. I've got integrity.
Integrity, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big integrity guy. I'm not about, promiscuity.
Also, if he's sending in these pictures over a year time period, Skylar never said anything, just let him send them in for a year?
No, he did. Skylar told him that he wasn't gay or anything like that. But remember at the beginning of the story, I told the guy if he's persistent, Skylar will eventually probably break down and let him get some.
Oh, so he was... No means yes?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Toxic.
Well, that's how it is for men. You know damn well there's a different set of rules for men. That's why, like, South Park did that episode when Ike, the little kid, is banging the adult teacher. Like when it's a hot female banging a male student, most of the time, a dude's gonna be like, "Oh, word, where was that teacher when I was in school?" and shit like that. Like how many guys who are aged like 14 on, are gonna get confronted with a hot teacher and be like, "Oh no, I was taken advantage of." Like
I know chicks that have had sex with teachers and when they were in high school.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't really condone that. I don't and that's the thing is like I know that it's a weird double standard, but I stick by my guns when I say like, to me, a 16-year-old high school student banging his teacher is way different than like an older male teacher preying on like a younger female teenage student. Like I don't know why, but for some reason that just doesn't seem to be the same in my head.
Well, it was like they're gym teachers, like young. It was a young dude,
right?
That just came out of college, so he was like 21, but still, like 21-year-old has nothing in common with like a 16-year-old.
No, of course not. And I think that's what makes it creepy to me is like there's only one reason. But it's the same thing with the female on the younger male student. It's like it's still just a purely sexual, like mentally ill thing. It's just different. I feel like from a law enforcement standpoint, like I feel like a lot of these cops, and when they're having to go in and arrest like a hot teacher, like a hot female teacher, they're like, God damn it. Like this isn't what I signed up for.
Well, yeah, but it's like where are these crazy hot women that are just around there banging kids?
You tell me, bro, because they certainly weren't anywhere around me when I was a kid.
They're so rare it makes national television in a population of 350 million people.
Yeah.
National news.
Yeah,
when
that's
a
the thing.
Crazy hot teacher bangs a student.
Yeah.
That's how popular it is. It doesn't get left to regional news.
Right.
It always is huge. So we know about everyone. Basically,
it's just
in modern history.
It's just such a weird quandary. It's a weird social quandary because I know a lot of females that feel the same way. They're like, yeah, it's just like the psychology of it is different. I think that's what it comes down to is like a teenage boy's psychology is way different than a teenage girl's psychology. They're both sociopaths. Don't get me wrong. Teenagers are irrational fucking animals, but there's still a very distinct difference in terms of sexual development, like the psychology behind both. It's way different. Like a 14-year-old dude that starts jacking off or whatever, like I'm speaking purely for myself. I started whacking it around 13, 14 years old. After that, after that, I would have just been like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, I didn't bang chicks until I was like, I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 19 or whatever. And that was because I was like again, the germophobia mixed with like seeing my sisters go through the same thing that like most teenage girls go through, where like they'll bang someone for the first time, then that dude just like up and leaves all of a sudden, and they're just like emotionally devastated. I was like super afraid to be responsible for that. As a boy growing up, I was like, I don't ever want to do this to people, because I had to constantly see the aftermath all the time. Like my sisters would come home heartbroken, and I'd be like, oh fuck, this is like behind the scenes. What happens when you just fuck indiscriminately?
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, yeah, I had a sister, but that's still a low T move, dude.
I mean, you fucked your sister though. That's way different.
Okay, that's not true.
You had a bunch of practice at home before you went out into society and started banging people.
No, but that is a low T move, dude.
It's not a low T move. I
You don't
regret
have
it.
that. Well, you can't see that far into things as like a fucking 15-year-old.
Yeah, but I was playing it safe. I was like, I
You're
just don't.
frothing at that point, dude. You're frothing about everything.
No,
You
I
get random
wasn't.
boners all the time.
I mean, yeah, I still get random boners, but I'm not like frothing. I say it all the time. I'm not like a super sexually driven dude. Like I'm not out here like constantly like, oh, dude, I gotta fuck someone or something like that. I wasn't that way my entire life. Throughout my teens and 20s and stuff like that, like my friends, like you ever have like, especially when you're younger, when you first start partying and stuff, it's like you and a bunch of dudes and you're just drinking and shit. All of a sudden one of them's like, yo, we need to go out somewhere, we need to go out and get some bitches or something like that. And it's like I was never into that whole thing, like, oh, let's go to a bar or something and try to chat up some random broads. Like I don't, first of all, it sounds like way too much work. Second of all, I got to deal with the germophobia problem. And then third, I'm like, I don't want to. I was also afraid of like, oh, what if while I'm partying and I'm drunk as shit, I bang some other like drunk chick and then she wakes up and doesn't remember anything, and all of a sudden like I'm a rapist now or something. Like I was just afraid of all these weird things that could happen.
All right, I'm just saying it's atypical.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a very typical person in general, Adam.
All right.
I'm not your run-of-the-mill human being. I think it's pretty clear at this point that I'm not, cookie-cutter human. A little bit different.
Not many crazy hot women teachers, ?
Yeah, well, I had a lot of crazy hot teachers growing up. Just none of them wanted to fuck me. I don't think I was a very fuckable kid.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah, that was always, yeah.
I like how
And no, I mean, yeah.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I'm just,
Give me
they're just, yeah, they don't, but why would a hot chick that's young, 21-year-old want to fuck a 14-year-old kid?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like you were saying, it's like it's the great white buffalo. You see it every once in a while, and when you do see it, it makes national news.
I feel bad for because a lot of those chicks are married.
The teachers?
Yeah,
I didn't.
a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
never.
them, and their husbands are getting cucked, basically, dude.
All their husbands are Jack Murphy.
I mean, could you imagine getting cucked by a 15-year-old?
No, that's it. That's it for me. Like, if that happened to me, I'd be like, dude, I spent all my life trying to have this discipline and like not be a deviant, and all of a sudden this little bastard who probably looks just like me, because I'm not like I still look the same as I did as a teenager. I have not like my body type and everything's still exactly the same. I don't know. I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what was I providing? What's he providing that I don't provide? Rabbi says married chicks get other dicks. I think people in general, I think more people cheat than don't cheat. Especially like when I worked in the hospital, that was my big eye opener to that fact. All the doctors, all the nurses, all the like people that have to be around each other for 14 plus hours a day, on call every day.
Yep.
You see more of these staff members than you do your own family. So eventually, yeah, there's going to be some dalliances.
Yeah, you get a closer connection.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
literally with them all the time.
That's the thing, is it's not even like it's fake love or fake adoration. It's like you really do develop relationships with these people.
More than your own family. If
Right.
you're with them that much. Like
to this day, the people I worked with at the hospital are still friends of mine. Like if I ever see them, I mean, shit, Dr. J, dude, fucking, we play video games. He listens to the show. Yeah, I've known him forever, dude. Just one of the greatest people ever. And like, if he had been my only friend I made working at the hospital, that job would have been well worth it just for that, because that dude fucking rules.
Yeah, he always was a nice guy.
Yeah,
Played video games.
Yeah, dude. He's fun to party with too. He's just such a such a quick-witted smart ass, dude, and that's exactly what it takes to be my friend.
Dude, what if there's an app instead of OnlyFans, which I have a shirt that's OnlyFans?
Yeah, okay. Was that a plug for?
No, fucking only. Yeah,
we're doing a lot better than we thought.
Only Friends, and it's like a place you go and you get friends. A subscription to be your friend.
Okay,
that could work.
Yeah, I guess, but like anyone that signs up for that service, are you really gonna want them to be your friends?
No, but they're gonna pay me to be their friend.
Oh, okay. So like, you're basically an escort. You just don't fuck.
Yeah, you're a friend prostitute.
You're a frescort.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All
right. All right.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
You're a friend slut.
Oh, I saw a video of our friend Josh online the other day for St. Patrick's Day. This was Josh over at a local library at a kid's school. He was giving a message to all the kids.
Top of the morning to you, lads and lassies. Hey, it's One Shoe Seamus here. Hey, I got some news for you. Today is my favorite day. It's...
What a horrible voice. This is a gym teacher for some fucking school somewhere.
That is the weirdest thing, dude.
Well, what's crazy to me is like, if you look at his face, like you can tell, especially as men get older, you can tell men who drink way too much. He's got like the gin blossom nose. But yeah, I thought this was hilarious. Like that's another reason I wanted to have, whenever we were talking about having Josh on today, I was like, I just kind of wanted to get his perspective on this being an Irishman in America. Like when you see stuff like this, because
What color hair does this guy have?
I don't know, but he's definitely faking the funk with that fucking. It's like he took Michael Myers' hair and put it over his face. Like he cut the top of the mask off.
Does actually dyed it?
Yeah.
He flipped it over, dyed it.
Yeah, dude.
That's exactly what it looks like.
It's just in that high pitched voice is too much. Like he's got to be plastered.
St. Patty's Day. And you know what? I'll give you a special deal. I'm selling me book, Super Soccer, written by me and my friend Biggie. Hey, hey, I'll give you this book for just a couple of shillings. You got some shillings, and you can have my Super Soccer book.
Dude, I fucking hate holidays now. Like everything except for Christmas and like Halloween or something like that. I fucking hate all the other holidays. They're all so fucking stupid. Like people like I come from, like my mom's Irish and that side of the family's Irish and shit like that. But when people like say like, oh, like when my family member's like, oh, I'm Irish, it's like, no, you're not. You were born here. Like you're not. Irish isn't an ethnicity or anything like that. It's a regional thing.
You don't celebrate Juneteenth?
That's the only holiday I celebrate. All right, don't try to get me caught up. Speaking of, I bet you like the staff members are like, yeah, just let him do his leprechaun thing, dude. It's way better than what he was doing last month. This is one of those teachers you hear about coming into school in blackface and getting in trouble. He was like, hey, what's up, man? I'm trying to sell my new book.
Dude, I remember in college, my one friend, good friend to this day, like did blackface for Halloween. He was Barack Obama.
But I bet it was like, what, 2004, something like that?
No, it was later than that.
2007?
Well, yeah. No, a little later than that.
If you tell me it was beyond 2009, I'm going to call you a liar, because like that's when shit like that stopped flying.
It was probably around 2008 or 2009.
It was last week.
It was literally 2 hours ago. It wasn't Halloween.
Had a cocktail mixer. It wasn't even a costume event. That's just how he showed up.
No, but it was definitely talked about. But then like it was never like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could never do that. Probably 2 years in the future, it was like, yeah.
What if we got all up in arms about like, oh, it's okay for them to appropriate Irish culture and act like fucking leprechauns? Start getting all upset about that. Let's see.
Are leprechauns real?
Rabbi says Josh is multi-talented. Jana says I'm going to bring him a leprechaun and put it on his desk. Absolutely. Make it a butt plug leprechaun. I know they make something like that, like a leprechaun sex toy of some sort. Rabbi says green ain't in, it's blue and yellow. Rabbi's doing a little ball washing for Adam here.
No, well, he's not ball washing. He's being
No, dude, Robbie agrees with every single one of your political points or your political points.
Mhm.
I
No,
can't speak.
no, and it's not a blue sky over a wheat field, that's actually what he means. But
You know, it
Go
would
ahead.
be even more lit is if the Ukrainians changed it to blue over green, dude. Fucking blue skies over that loud, dude. Over that
Just-
loud tush.
it would just be a smoky color.
No, dude, it's just fucking untouched buds, dude. Just fucking fat nugs. Ukraine could be known for having the headiest vibes, dude. What if Ukraine created like just a fucking hippie colony and that was like their new identity after the war and everything? They're just like, all right, bring on 100 years of peace and Dave Matthews Band.
Dave Matthews Band would be a problem, I think.
Yeah, they wouldn't do well. Have you been reading these have you been seeing these horror stories that are coming out of Ukraine of like these foreign legion fighters and shit like that? Like, I know we talked about it a little bit on one of our hangouts. I showed you that subreddit about.
I saw one. Yeah.
Okay, so like, yeah, there's a subreddit and a bunch of other online communities where like people from other countries are wanting to go and conscript and be part of this Ukraine conflict here and go fight for Ukraine. And there's been several mini documentaries coming out where like these fighters, these foreign fighters, are essentially being sent on these suicide missions with like half-filled magazines, sometimes no weapons at all, sometimes like no plates in their vests, just like no nothing, and they're just being sent out as cannon fodder essentially, while Ukrainians kind of stick to their routine. Like, it's like, because I kind of understand it from their point too. Like, in a Ukraine, if you're in Ukraine and you're dealing with this conflict on the ground, you got all these like foreign people that are basically gassing each other up online, and they actually get there into a conflict zone and they're just like, oh, this isn't what I signed up for. Like, I'd be pissed off too if I were in the Ukrainian military and I had to deal with this wave of like essentially internet neckbeards coming in expecting to just get a Kalashnikov and go kill some Russians or whatever, and supplies are you know, fucking in short or they're in short supply. So it's like, I don't know, it's just tough. But I heard one guy, he like kept trying to cross the border into other countries and get out of the conflict, and like they took his passport and cut it up and sent him back to the unit he was in, and then the unit he was in was like threatening to shoot him if he didn't go on like a particular mission they wanted him to go on. It just sounded like a nightmare, and I knew that's what was going to happen. Like, I'm pretty sure if you go back to the hangout that we were talking about that on, like, we were kind of like, yeah, watch, these guys are going to get over there and like not realize what war is.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what to believe over there? So,
and that's the thing too, is like all these people
that could
are
be all fake.
That's the thing. You don't fucking know anymore. You just don't know.
Nope.
I kind of took a step back from it, to be honest. Like, I haven't even really, aside from seeing a couple of those documentaries come out or whatever, like, I haven't really paid attention. Like, in news in general, like anything having to do with our local politics and shit, I just have completely shut it out for a while. I'm done with it.
Yeah, it's just like you see all these videos. Tim Pool now. We were talking about this the other day. Just like, everything. Oh, global food shortage. Everyone's gonna die except for Tim Pool because he's an alpha.
Right.
Like every fucking video is about just bullshit. It's like, all right, we got it.
Yeah.
Nuclear war. It's gonna end. Okay, I'm done.
Just stop.
It.
Yeah, just stop.
Shut up about this nuclear war. We got it. No one. Okay, then we're all dead. It's like, what are we worrying about?
Well, that's the problem when you make news your job. When you make when you make the news your job, you're constantly having to, and you have to sensationalize to a certain extent. I get hyperbole and things like that. I get certain aspects of it, but again, when you make news your job, that's what you get. You get these constantly. You have to stay putting out content to make it profitable. So therefore you have to constantly make it eye-catching. You have to constantly sensationalize and make people fear. Like that's a big thing that drives it, is like our fear, along with our like need to learn about certain things going on and stay prepared and things of that nature, which kind of feeds into the whole fear aspect of it. But it's like it becomes too much, like you're saying. Like, it'll burn your mind out when everything's negative and bad all the time. You start talking in these finalities all of a sudden, No one wants to hear that shit. Like you can like tell me the facts and everything. That's cool. But does it have to be a daily routine of just fucking one negative, horrible thing after the other? Like there's still some good shit going on too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gotta be, if that's your life, it's just gotta be too much.
Yeah.
The Tim Pool, like, it's like you're kind of a beta, dude, and you're like trying to be an alpha, like, oh, self-sustained, dude. The power goes out, you're gonna be fucking crapping your pants. Oh, I got 20 chickens, dude. Okay, cool, buddy. Oh, we live in West Virginia or whatever where he lives, and
mountain folks gonna come for those chickens, dude.
He said he's like lives like 40 minutes from DC. It's like, okay, well, you're dead.
Yeah.
Within hours, you idiot.
Yeah, where do you think everyone's gonna go in the initial fallout of like social collapse?
Yeah, they're gonna fucking take that stupid winter hat off of you.
Yeah, that was.
Settle down, dude. Stop trying. And then like he employs all these like other betas that want to be alphas.
They all wear Vans. They all wear Vans, slip-ons.
Yeah, like, oh, we still fucking rollerblade or whatever. It's like, all right, stop,
dude. It's I think we were. I can't remember if I mentioned this last night, but like, I'm wondering because I know Tim Pool's not going anywhere. He's going to be doing this for a very long time, and I'm wondering at what age we're going to see him finally take off the hat, because you can't be like a 55-year-old YouTuber who's like still trying to pull off the beanie every week when you're doing your podcast. So, you know, it's too much. Like you can't. Like Tucker Carlson even like lost the bow tie after a while. He was like, "This is too much. I'm a fucking grown man. I can't be out here looking like like what was that guy's name? Farnsworth Bentley." You remember him?
All right, yeah,
dude.
Unfortunately,
it's too much. Hey, what's up, Matabubu? How you doing? He says, "Happy Saturday, Leo into house." Oh, it's Adam. Oh, is he saying you look like Leonardo DiCaprio?
Of course he is, dude.
Damn, Adam is a handsome motherfucker, dude. It pisses me off sometimes. I fucking hate when people are prettier than me. Oh, dude, fuck.
The shapeshifter, dude. He shapeshifted, dude.
He gaslit you.
Yep.
Matabu was a gaslight master. Rabbi says, "Where's Kyle?" I don't know. Kyle was at the hangout last night, but who knows? He might still be here. You never know. He could be lurking somewhere amongst the ocean of listeners.
Yeah, it's hard to tread water.
Fuck this leprechaun guy. This was
Does he do
hilarious.
anything else cool or?
What? No, he just does more of that fucking, "Hi, how you doing? Oh my God," all that other bullshit.
What kid would even want to listen to that?
I don't fucking know. That you remember being in school and all the dumb shit teachers would do to try to relate or try to like be like, "Oh, hey, school can also be fun." And it's like, yeah, but not like this.
I remember once though, my one teacher, Mr. Wade, read the whole book, The K, to us.
What's that about?
It's like this kid gets stranded on an island with like a native guy, just him and like, and they survive. Like he's blind, so the native guy like helps him around and stuff.
That's gay.
It's fucking but he did all the voices.
Your teacher did?
Yeah,
that's a good teacher.
Like a native dude, like
that's a good teacher.
Yeah, like he was crazy, dude. Yeah,
you got to be careful doing that shit nowadays. Trying to sound like all the characters.
So yeah, that's
reading Tom Sawyer. "Hey Tom, when we gonna get down the river?" You can't do all that. You know what character that is. All right, that's enough. Adam. Do. No, I'm just thinking like, oh, the book's called The K, 3-part series. Let's see. Jana says, "That's what I was wondering. Where's my cucumber dick buddy?" I don't know.
I don't know what that means. I don't.
Oh, care. Kyle been posting cucumbers in the chat. I think that's what she's referring to. But yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's probably something dude, conversations happen in the chat that like we're not privy to because we're trying to do our fucking jobs. And I always try to keep up with the chat. Today it's not so hard, but anyway, Jana says, "Don't think his wife would appreciate it." Kyle doesn't have a wife. Kyle's free dick, dude.
Oh, she was trolling, or not trolling. She was fishing right there, dude.
Yeah. I know that. Jana, you're talking to Brass Tacks podcast. You can literally just be like, "Yo, does Kyle have a wife?" I'd be like, "No, dude, he's free to go sit on it. If you want to go sit on it, dude. I'm sure Kyle'd let you sit on it." Kyle, if you're listening right now, let Jana know if you'd let her sit on it. Or I'll start a poll. Either way, I can start a poll.
Mm-hmm.
This next video I have for you guys, though, is fucking hilarious. I love it. It's a fucking fake sign language lady who got hired by a police department to do this fucking broadcast.
Oh no.
Yeah. Or this press conference, whatever the hell this is. I'm assuming someone died because everyone's got their hands clasped in front of them. All these super fit police officers too.
It's happened again. Another sign language interpreter accused of signing total gibberish. This time it was at the police news conference announcing an arrest in the Tampa serial killings.
We will
Didn't
be
do
charging
nothing.
4 counts of first-degree murder.
Standing off to the side, apparently translating every word,
Oh, no.
this woman.
We received over 5,000 tips in this case.
But it turns out much of what she was signing was nonsense. She waved her arms around like she was singing Jingle Bells.
She actually is doing a good job of being
Yeah.
convincing, but her hand does stuff is too fast.
Exactly. And it's like you can tell some of it's like just her twisting her fingers. But like that's better than I would do if I was faking the ability to use sign language. Like that's way better than I would do. Rabbi says that's called austerity. Dude, look at this woman. What a looker.
Has a string
Many
of
wigs.
arrests for fraud. So how did she come to be translating at
Did you hear that? This woman has a ton of fraud convictions, and she's over here getting hired as a sign language expert.
No background
last
check,
week's
dude.
high-profile
That's
police
racist.
news conference?
I just didn't ask enough questions.
Tampa Police Public Information
No
Officer
shit.
Steve Hegarty told me the woman simply showed up out of the blue and offered her services.
My immediate reaction was, I didn't call for a sign language interpreter, but that's great that we have one here. I let her in.
Did this woman appear to know what she was doing?
To the untrained eye, and that would include mine, I didn't see any problems.
This latest
That
embarrassment
rules.
comes
That
3
rules.
months after it was revealed that the sign language interpreter at a Hurricane Irma news conference, also in Florida, made no sense.
The time to act is now.
Hegarty is summing up the latest goof.
We won't be using that woman again.
Cops say this
No.
was not a crime, but it was an ethical violation.
What?
But it was funny.
The balls on that woman to do some shit like that. That's fucking awesome.
Could you imagine if you pause it and go back a little bit?
Wait, this is a different.
Not on this chicken video.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta.
What happened?
It went into the next video.
Like go in closer, like it gets close up to her. Yeah. Okay. Could you imagine getting stopped by that cop?
The one right here on the right. he looks like what's his name from The Wire. God damn it! I always forget his name. The black
looks like
cop
Black
who hangs
Penguin,
out with.
dude.
Yeah, that's an even better comparison. He does look like Black Penguin.
Yeah, that's Black Penguin.
Getting pulled over. Sir, do you know how fast he was going? You was doing 15 in a 55. We need you to get out of your vehicle, sir. Spread your legs. Spread your cheeks.
That'd be awesome if he had that voice.
Yeah, dude, he's just got an old 70s pimp voice. It looks like he's still Jerry curling too. That takes some balls too. Like some of my aunts used to get perms and shit like that.
I don't think that's a Jerry curl.
You think that's just his natural hair?
I think he's just slicking his hair back.
Nice. That's a pimp move too. Fake ass sign language, dude. That rules. What a crazy thing to do. I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's a weird thing. Like, cause if she just showed up, then that implies like they're not paying her or anything. So like, why did she just do it to get on TV or just to like be like, I wonder if I can do this? Cause I've had those moments too where I'm like, I wonder if I can get away with this, and I'll like pull some bullshit.
I think she's just crazy or something.
Yeah.
With her police report, you could tell.
Yeah, that's true. She had like fucking 7 fraud convictions. That's a pretty big tell that someone's not super with it. This was another funny one. So this is a politician who basically she stands up there. This whole meeting is convened because a patient lost their lives when there was an ICU transfer, and they didn't use the proper staff or the proper vehicle with the proper equipment in it to take care of this particular type of patient. And so the patient ended up dying. Anyway, they call on this lady to speak or whatever. And when she speaks, She starts fucking talking about her son's hockey team instead of this fucking person who died, like the whole reason that they're all in this room together. And it takes place in Canada, which makes it even better. But I'll just, yeah, I'll play the video so you guys can enjoy it.
Madam Speaker, Crystal Musso's life mattered. She is dearly missed by her friends, family, and her children. We now know, of course, that the government will not call an inquest into her death. But new information is coming to light from the critical incident investigation into her death, and this information is very concerning.
Look at the people wearing masks in this room.
I know.
Did you
It's
notice?
virtue signaling, dude.
Did you notice?
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed that.
I was just about to say.
Keyboard Mouse Patel over here. He's got a hand really close to that hand sanitizer too.
Oh, he's trying to attract those baby girls, dude, that are wearing masks.
He's like, oh my God, I hope the woman with the mask in the front takes her mask down. I am going to come myself. I want to taste her pussy so bad. He's just gripping the wood on the desk. He's got a huge boner.
He's gripping his hand sanitizer to shoot it out.
Yeah. Oh.
Concerning. The company contracted to transport Crystal out of province, used staff that did not have the proper training, and used vehicles that did not have the right equipment to care for ICU patients. I'll table a document that lays this out. Does the Premier agree that a team transporting ICU patients should have the necessary training
Does he have a bun?
and equipment to do?
I don't know. That's a hard.
I thought he just flashed a bun like 2 seconds ago.
Let me see. That's always weird when that happens.
Like when he was handing the papers over.
Oh, yep.
See? Is that a
dude?
bun?
Get the fuck out of town.
Oh, dude, he must be like a First Nation.
You've got
dude or
you've got the eyes of an eagle, Adam.
He's a bun baby, dude.
Oh man.
Patients should have the necessary training.
His tie looks like one of those fucking posters where you squint and you can see the picture hidden in the dots.
It does, yeah. I could never see the picture, by the way.
You got to cross your eyes a little bit. It's not that
Those
hard.
are bullshit.
No, you're just stupid. They're really easy. You just have to cross your eyes a little bit.
No.
I complimented your fucking keen eye and your intelligence today, and you're over here letting me down, dude. You're just pissing in my face.
Training and equipment to do so safely.
Big claps, dude. Big claps.
The Honorable First
Look at those
Minister.
flowers.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And before I get to the member's question, I
Is
just
that
wanted
their
to say
version
that
of like?
sometimes-
What's up?
What's that chick that said she was an Indian?
Who?
Margaret Thatcher or whatever. I don't know that.
Margaret Thatcher.
No, Trump called her like
Pocahontas.
Yeah, who was that?
Wasn't that that bitch that looks like the Raging Cajun? Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren. That's their Elizabeth Warren. It's like a white chick wearing like turquoise and shit.
Yeah, she looks just
Who
like
wears
James
turquoise
Carville.
in Canada?
First Nation people.
Yeah, that's the only people that would wear turquoise.
Why was she wearing turquoise?
She had a turquoise necklace.
Oh, yes, Rabbi Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, late to the party, Rob.
Well, they're on a slight delay, so I mean,
Okay,
let's give them a little bit of credit.
That's fair.
Let's calm down here. I was admiring these Ukrainian this Ukrainian colored flowers they have here to stand in solidarity.
Also, sunflower seeds, sunflower seed oil. It's all Ukrainian, dude.
Is it? Well, that's really fucking cool, dude. I'm really glad you let us all know.
Sunflower seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Minister. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And before I get
Look at that hot
to
ass.
the member's question, I just wanted to say
What
that
is that
sometimes
necklace?
it's we need to remember
It's
that we need
turquoise.
to take time to celebrate our kids. And last night,
What is that chick's shirt
it was
behind her?
This one?
Hell, it looks like a cake.
It's a fucking Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts
Oh,
Club
yeah.
band shirt is what it is.
Yeah, like a 1600s Napoleon soldier vest. Like what?
This is what kills me is like they're here to talk about medical negligence that ended somebody's life. This woman is about to start talking about hockey and like watch the people's demeanor around her as she starts bringing up hockey and like championships and stuff like that. And just I want you to just notice how deep hockey is ingrained in Canadian culture because it can completely steal attention away from the death of another human being.
proud mom moment for me. It was a proud parent moment for both my husband and I when we were at a hockey rink in Selkirk and Tommy and his high school hockey team were playing the St. Paul's Crusaders, and they defeated
This
the West.
This guy right here at the bottom left, like, watch his demeanor, like, literally a couple of seconds ago. She brings up hockey. Look at that face. Look at the stark contrast.
He's a little scary looking too.
He's like politician. What do you expect? He's gonna look approachable.
Canadian politician.
Yeah.
Playing the St. Paul's Crusaders, and they defeated.
He's like,
the
fuck
Westwood
yeah, hockey,
Warriors to become
hockey.
The Manitoba Provincial High
She
School
can't even recall
hockey
this story.
champions. Madam Speaker, I just want
At
to
all.
No.
congratulate
not.
Tommy, all his team members, and the coach Andrew Harder for their victory last night, Madam Speaker. It's an exciting day for our family, and just thank you for the opportunity to say a few words about that, Madam Speaker. What I will say, Madam Speaker,
They're
with
the worst.
respect
Politicians
to this,
are the fucking worst.
Of course, I did. The
One of
member
many.
opposite asked these questions yesterday.
The
I'll
member's
have the
time has
opportunity.
expired.
Did you hear that? That bitch literally just talked until her time ran out.
Yeah.
Used her child and his athletic prowess as a fucking gerrymander.
Why did she even need to announce her child's hockey stuff?
She's a fat fucking nothing bitch politician, dude. That's why. Because she doesn't want to be held accountable for medical negligence that ended a person's life. Another human fucking being that has a family and people that love them and shit like that. This fat fucking bitch is going to get up here and talk about her faggot fucking son.
She's First Nation impersonating, dude.
Yeah, these fucking people, dude. I swear to God, it just pisses me off because it seems to be every politician, no matter what side of the fence you're on, dude. It's like these people, and same thing with like corporate entities too. Never held accountable for anything. Can never give a straight answer. Can never fucking show an ounce of humanity. They just want to be this. You know, it doesn't matter that a life ended. Nothing like that. We got to talk about her stupid fucking son. We got to talk about stupid fucking hockey match. Cool.
Yeah. The Abs are doing pretty good this year too, by the way.
Whatever, dude. All right. Adam, what if I got super pissed off? Like, I don't even know who, honestly don't even know who this person is that died or anything like that. But what if I was just like, Adam, this is a fucking human being. Just end the show automatically. That's it. Yeah. That won't even play that.
Yeah, just
end it. Delete the channel. Rabbi says deep state solidarity. That's basically what you're seeing. I mean, it's just they're a different class of people.
Game recognizes game.
Yeah, we are not on their level, dude. We're literally just fucking ants in the farm, you know.
Yeah, man, another brick in the wall, dude.
Yeah, man. It's them against us, bro. We need to eat the rich, man. I hate fucking teenage angst, like teenage I think I know politics sayings and shit like that. Like, and that, speaking of ant farms, dude, did you ever have an ant? Okay. Adam, are you okay? Did you ever have an ant farm growing up?
Once. I did an ant farm once, but like a lot of sea monkey setups.
Yeah, I had sea monkeys. I never did the ants because I was so fucking afraid of them, dude.
If they break out, dude.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, when I was little, when I was like maybe like 4 or 5, something like that, we went camping one time and we were by this big lake and we were staying in this little cabin and there just happened to be a shitload of anthills all over that like we just didn't see because there was a lot of grass, and you know how it is when like fire ants build mounds around grass and shit. Hard to see.
Very hard to see.
Yeah, we're playing around and it's like the sun's setting, so it's even harder to see. And I was like, I just stood still for a second because I think I was like running and I was like catching my breath or whatever. And I just remember feeling like my foot and my right leg up to like my knee was on fire. And it was covered in fire ants. And like my mom was like rushing to get them off of me and like they're covered in bites. I was all fucked up from it, dude. And ever since then, like even on a cartoon, if I saw ant farms on a cartoon or something, it just made me super uneasy. Like to this day, I don't understand why that ever became a thing that we thought was cool. And to give it to a child nonetheless, you're basically like, here's a bunch of little weapons in a small glass sandbox. Don't break it.
Well, they're not giving you fire ants or like, you know, those bullet ants. They're just giving you like little baby, like innocuous ants.
That would be crazy if they put a bunch of bullet ants in a fucking
the deadliest ant.
In an ant farm that's just like a really thin wax paper that's holding it in.
Flimsy.
Yeah. It's a test. It's a true test of discipline.
But they do taste good.
Ants?
Mhm.
I've never had an ant.
Like citrusy.
Did you have to eat ants when you were in theater?
No, not in theater.
Well, yeah. And for people at home, I'm not talking about theatrical arts or anything like that.
No, in theater, like theater class.
Yeah. Quit snapping your finger. I swear to God, dude. Hear these faint little feminine snaps from Adam's tiny hands.
Dog, these are power stabs, dude.
Those are not power stabs.
Those are the phones. These are power stabs.
All
Dude.
right,
Call
man.
it. if
Call
these are
us.
Power.
Call us up. I promise
Power stab.
I promise next week I won't fuck around and I'll have the fucking phone lines up again. I'm so sorry. I haven't done that, and I haven't done the migration of our t-shirts and shit like that to another storefront. I'm done with Teespring. Been done with them.
We do have fanny packs, so
Quit trying to sell the fanny packs until we've moved them over. They're too expensive right now. I don't want anyone paying for a fanny pack right now. It's too much.
well, yeah. Usually Robbie's can flash it.
I'm just saying, I don't see a goddamn dime from those fanny packs. Start getting upset. Yeah, we're also, I don't know if you guys could tell or not at home, but very little preparation went into today's episode, so we're kind of free forming it. I'm just going to get into some articles here and there and do some videos and shit, but Daddy doesn't have a washer dryer at his new apartment, so today I took an impromptu trip over to my sister's house, tried to get some laundry done. I ended up having to leave my laundry at my sister's house because it got too close to showtime, and I was like, dude, I've done no show prep at all. Fucking raced back here, and then I proceeded to have diarrhea again. So you're lucky.
I'll tell you, you can get some good affordable washer and dryers. Like, don't get anything crazy.
Yeah, of course.
They make some for it'll fit in your apartment, or you get a double stack.
Yeah. We could. I mean, our connections, our hookups are side by side, but like, either way, I'm sure the closet's tall enough.
It's not going to be cheap. I mean, 300, 400 for each, probably, like just a base model.
Yeah, that's what we've been seeing.
Yeah.
There's a couple of deals out there though. Like we've seen some like scratch and dent deals at Lowe's and shit like that. So that's probably what we'll go with.
Sears outlet too.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I know Sears isn't around, but I think that maybe the Sears outlets are still around.
It could be. Gotta check around online and stuff. I'm gonna start selling this dick, dude, for money. Extra washing machine money.
Should.
I mean, who wants it?
That's true.
Like you know what a shot to the ego that would be if I like tried to start selling dick and all of a sudden like my first customer like starts trying to kind of talk me down on it.
What do you mean talk you down?
Like talk me down in price. Like if I'm just like, hey, I'm selling dick, and they're like, how much? I'm like, I'll fuck it. Like I'll give you a half and half for $100. They're like, would you do 75? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, that's a lot. And they're like, actually, I've only got 50. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I'd quit on the first day. How's it going, Kyle? Kyle's in the chat. Welcome. How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. You missed our monumental fucking flop of a intro the first go around. We had some audio issues. Adam fucking freaked out on the stream. He said the N-word. We had to start over again.
No, you just thought I was gaslighting you.
I still do. What, you think just because a couple minutes passed, I don't think that you were trying to get in my head? Like, that's not what we've been doing the past 8 years? Bag of shit. Matabubu says lots of socks, I'm sure. Yeah, you ain't wrong. My mom actually talked to me when I was at my sister's house. My mom was there, and she was like, "Yeah, you left a sock. Like, there's one clean sock on the kitchen table." And I was like, "Where? I got plans for that sock." And she knew exactly what I meant. She was like, "For fuck's sake." My mom gets so tired of me talking about cum sometimes. She's like, I just can't listen to you talk about cum all day.
Yeah, I mean, you get to a certain point in your life, you don't need to come into socks anymore.
We're going to move on. Florida man arrested after stealing a crossbow and stuffing it down his trousers. Darren Durant, 46 years old, used a pair of cutting tools to remove a security tag on a Raven Rio crossbow. Why would they give the brand of crossbow in the article? There's a picture of this gentleman stuffing a crossbow down his trousers.
How would he even fit that?
I don't know, dude. the reason I brought this story up though is because it reminded me of a friend of mine. Like when we were kids, there was a handful of neighborhood kids who thought it was like super cool to go to Walmart and steal. We lived right next to a Walmart growing up, so like some neighborhood kids would get together and like, you know, when you're in your teenage years, you start kind of like experimenting with like drugs and alcohol and like just doing whack shit because you don't have parental supervision anymore.
Yeah.
So there was like a little band of thieves in my neighborhood, and we would all hang out and stuff like that every weekend and just kind of occupy this cul-de-sac and whatever. But like a group of these kids will walk over to Walmart and just steal what they could steal. They would walk around and like ask us all if we wanted anything. Like I remember one time my buddy came back with like a flashlight and a pocket knife for me. He was like, yeah, just, you know, saw an opportunity, figured you might like these. And I kept that knife for years. Like I used that knife for fucking ever, but he was stealing. Like they started like stepping up their game. It became like a competition. So my buddy would like steal a hard drive or something. And then my other buddy would be like, oh, well now I got to go in and like he would steal a CD burner or like something crazy. So they start getting into what's the most crazy object I can steal that's like hard to conceal and stuff. So one of my buddies puts a bunch of arrows and shit, like for a bow and arrow, down his pants and up his shoulder. Like it was in his pant leg up into his jacket shoulder thing. It like stopped right at his shoulder. But I'll be damned if he wasn't able to take a shitload of arrows and put them down each pant leg and walk out of there like nothing happened. But then my buddy ended up getting caught. My other buddy that was stealing hard drives and shit got caught. And that was like kind of the end of that for a while. Because back then, dude, like especially his mom is the one that I told you guys about where she defrauded the church. Like, did I tell you that story where she defrauded the church?
Oh, yeah.
She claimed destitution. The church gave her a bunch of money to get back on her feet. And she bought like a pickup truck that had a Get Her Done decal over the windshield. And she also bought a turquoise Corvette. And then the church found out about it later on, and like, I think they took her to court and shit. There was like a whole thing after that.
It's the American way.
But yeah, dude, it was her son. That guy.
No, I remember my buddy's older brother. He smuggled with Janko jeans a scanner,
like a fucking computer scanner.
Yeah, it was like this big. Stuffed it down his fucking pants.
That's awesome. I wasn't super into stealing as a teenager. I tried stealing when I was like 19-ish, something like that, 19, 20-ish. And then later on when I moved to Colorado, I had that stint where I would like just never buy anything from Walmart. I would just walk in and kind of take what I needed.
Well, I also remember my buddy's sister was dating like this black nerd, like a total gamer.
Yeah.
And he would go to Walmart, pop open all the games and take just that code you have to enter in.
Oh, yeah.
For PC games and stuff.
That's
so
a smart move.
The game and then enter, because you need to enter in the code, the
serial
verification
number,
code that you bought it.
Yeah.
So he would just do that and he would sell them and stuff.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. I had a buddy when I worked at Best Buy for a while, and my buddy, I don't want to say it. He has a cool name. I want to say it, but like I don't want to dox him or anything. But he would take a razor blade to work, and he would like zip up the game cases, and he would just take the game and drop it in this little like, there was like a weird little partition in the walls. It's kind of hard to explain, but like where we would do all of our inventory and stocking, there was a weird little slit in the walls that like you could have access to on the other side of the wall, and like no camera could see where this little opening in the wall was. So he would like take games and pop it in this little opening. It would fall down, and then he could retrieve it from the other side of the wall where the camera couldn't see him. So he'd like bend down to like tie a shoe or something like that, grab these games, fucking pop them in his pants pocket, and just walk out to his car. He would do it like almost every night before he got off of work, and he'd walk out to his car. He did it for like a couple of years and never got caught.
Did he get like Delta Force, Battlefield Vietnam?
He basically would take whatever he get his hands on and then just like you'd go and sell it. Like you could go take those, if I'm not mistaken, you could take game discs to GameStop and shit like that back in the day and like sell it, trade it in or whatever.
Yeah, get $5 for it.
Yeah, I still can't believe they get away with that, dude. Like, and I'm still a sucker because every once in a while I'll go to GameStop and pick something up. If I want something physically, I'll go to GameStop because 9 out of 10 times they're probably gonna have it.
Well, you're a sucker for cornrows and manicured toes, I think too.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway, this guy stuffed a crossbow down his pants. It says a suspect has been arrested for allegedly stealing a crossbow by stuffing it down his trousers in Florida.
I really want to get a crossbow. I think that'd be cool.
Dude, they take too long to reload. It's not practical. Unless you can get one of those, like...
You wouldn't buy it to be practical.
We'll get a semi-auto one. Get, like, one of those cool semi-auto ones you see in, like...
No.
I think I saw one of those in, like, King Arthur or something. The new one. With what's his name?
Guy Ritchie?
Yeah.
Directed?
Yeah. Down, 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 down. I always forget.
Your bow says replica. My bow says...
Desert Eagle .50.
Why does your bow say Desert Eagle .50?
He's over here talking about shrinkage and shit. Like testicular shrinkage. Look at this weird ad. Sheldon from, what is this? An AI reveals stars as the opposite gender. Well, that's not hard. You throw tits and a wig on anyone, you can do that.
That might be the same gender.
True. Adam's a big gender bending guy. He got really into gender bending when he was a kid, and his dad was just like, I'm not gonna have some fucking poofter as a child, and like he beat the shit out of Adam all the time until he only wore flannel. Now Adam only wears flannel.
Yeah, my coat has flannel on it.
You look like you play bass for a fucking like second-rate grunge band
in Portland.
Yeah,
a suburb of Portland.
You look like you drink coffee, but only if it's like been French pressed. Or another funny joke.
Freedom pressed.
Mm-hmm. Rabbi's putting bananas in the chat.
Well,
careful in the chat. You don't want to slip and fall.
Can't get up.
Oh, this is another article that kind of made me shake my head, you know.
Look at the color of that like the United States.
What?
Down there in that ad?
Oh, in this? No,
down. Go down a little bit. Go down. Do you see it? The United States is blue and yellow.
What are you talking about, dude?
Oh.
Are we looking at the same screen?
No.
Are you talking? Wait, was it on the Florida Man thing?
Yeah, right there.
This?
Look at Ukrainian colors right there, dude.
Is that why you made me go back to this?
Yeah.
God, you're a self-serving fucking nothing. You know that?
Is this a cargo ship?
We're moving on to the next article. Japanese teacher suspended after being caught using colleague's toothbrush more than 20 times. That's fucking creepy. And also weird. Like, I don't understand how people don't have some kind of aversion to people's filthy ass mouths.
I've used other people's toothbrushes like I'd have to know the person, but
there's no way. Would you use mine?
No, I've only used like my girlfriend's toothbrush before.
Well, I mean, same thing.
That's it.
I would, in a pinch.
I would. If you gave me a toothbrush, I'd be like, all right, I'll use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in a pinch, like my germophobia doesn't fuck me up like as bad if I know the person. Like, and obviously, like if I'm super close to someone, I don't really think about the germ issue. Like back in the day, it took me forever. When I lived in Colorado and it's just like everyone's smoking blunts all the time and like sharing weed all the time, it took me forever to get used to like smoking after people I barely knew and stuff like that. Cause I just always think like, I don't know what this motherfucker's doing. Especially if
that's still gross.
Yeah. Especially if it's like a girl or something. It's like a Colorado dispensary girl or something like that. It's like, you don't know what that person's been doing with their mouth before you guys start smoking and shit. It's like,
What have you been looking up for shirts, by the way?
Are these more? That's St. Patty's, isn't it? Don't worry, I've had my shot.
Had my shots and boosters.
How funny would that be if I was looking at alcoholic T-shirts, and that's why I'm getting these
alcoholic alt-right T-shirts? You mean?
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that gentleman doesn't look like he's full of acceptance at all wearing that shirt. That's a little too much. Anyway, creepy Japanese people here. It says the Prefectural Board of Education announced on March 16th that a 51-year-old teacher at a public junior high school in Shunan, Yamaguchi Prefecture, had been suspended for 3 months for repeated inappropriate behavior, including impulsively putting his colleague's toothbrush into his mouth about 20 times.
Oh.
That's fucking creepy.
Well, if you saw a hot chick, I don't know if
No.
I'd really be attracted to her toothbrush, I guess.
No, that's what I thought this was. I was like, is this like some kind of weird sexual thing?
It definitely is.
With the Japanese, you just have to assume that it is, right?
Yeah, that's about as alpha as you can get for a Japanese person.
Yeah, the next step beyond using another colleague's toothbrush is rape.
Is talking to the woman, but they skip talking to a woman.
It's physically talking, yeah, being like, "Hi, how are you doing today?" And they go home and kill themselves. It says, according to the education board, the instructor visited a school nurse's office 30 times without authorization between early September and late November in 2021. Each time at roughly 5 a.m., he went through the room's desk drawers, putting the nursing teacher's toothbrush in his mouth around 20 times. What a weird way to
Why?
I don't know, dude. It's got to be some sexual shit.
Yes, yes.
The school nurse noticed something was wrong, including the wet toothbrush, and set up a video camera in the sick room, which captured the male teacher's inappropriate behavior multiple times. The teacher was quoted as saying, "I got carried away with my impulse to put someone's toothbrush into my mouth. I felt close to the nursing teacher." The suspension was issued on March 16th.
Was she hot?
I don't know. It doesn't have a picture.
I don't have pictures of anybody.
No, I'm gonna assume she's not hot.
Yeah, and why does he have an impulse to do that? He's so lonely. This is why
Yeah.
Japanese people are so fucking lonely.
Ronry.
Yeah.
Rice Ronry. The San Francisco treat. It says separately, the prefectural education board announced that a 59-year-old teacher at Mine Municipal Isa Elementary School had been fired as of March 16th following her arrest for driving while intoxicated. I don't care about that.
I mean, that's pretty badass in one of those countries.
Yeah, I mean, but I
To
feel
drive
like,
drunk, you're like get the death penalty in most European countries and Japanese. Like,
yeah, I'm sure it's not looked at favorably, but I mean, that's a huge fucking drinking culture in Japan. Like, I just feel like you get pulled over for drinking in Japan, like you're just kind of like, you know,
is
if
it
you
a drinking culture?
Yeah, dude, are you kidding me?
No, they're just like,
Dude, motherfuckers be drinking in Japan. It's like part of the whole like salary man, like I'm a fucking provider. Like it's part of the whole motif.
yeah,
Like,
but they're drinking like liqueur.
no,
you
these
know?
motherfuckers are drinking hard alcohol, partying, falling asleep in sewers and shit, going and getting their dicks rubbed by a Yakuza-owned massage parlor.
Nah.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that's how it is. I know more about Japan than you do. You can't argue
They're
that with
drinking
me.
fucking wine spritzers.
They're not. They're Bartle and James. Yeah.
They're drinking like Amstel non-alcoholic beers and
Yeah.
shit.
We want
Or
record.
Sabaro, I guess, non-alcoholic.
Harry Boothole says, Adam, this new camera angle makes me wet.
Okay,
It's also a new camera. Adam's 1080p in it nowadays.
upgraded.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Mm-hmm. Rabbi says, is this live? keeping it alive, dude. All right, yeah, creepy guys in Japan. That's too much. I had a I think I told you guys about the principal that I had in 3rd grade that was wearing like thongs and stuff. He was like a middle-aged principal, and he would like bend over and you see a fucking thong on him.
Like Cisco thongs?
Yeah, like that thong, that bullshit. And then in middle school, fuck, I don't want to dox this guy, but his name is so like, it's so unique. Maybe I'll
Call him Mr. Smith.
No, it's tough, dude, because it's so like, it's such a flamboyant name. I want to say it, but anyway, in middle school, one of our computer teachers, he lost his job because he had a couple of tabs open, if you know what I mean. Couple of tabs open in the browser that he shouldn't have had open. A little bit of copulation happening in those tabs. If you know what I'm saying.
You're gonna get beat up if there's copulation.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Matabubu says 100% Rick. I don't know what that's in reference to, but please let me know. I always like positive affirmation. I feel like anyone that puts a camera on themselves every week is looking for some sort of like attention or approval from someone.
I don't know.
I know Adam is. Adam calls me every week and he's like, "Yo, dude, do you think people like me yet?"
It's not true.
And I'm like, not yet, dude. But if you stick with me, dude, all your dreams are gonna come true. And I just fucking gaslight him.
Yeah, gaslight a gaslighter, dude.
That's true.
They cancel out.
Yeah. We put our flames together and we'll gaslight the world together.
It's a double gaslight.
Yeah. Double gas. Have you ever heard, this is another weird thing. So like I saw an article earlier about this, and it's like the second or third article I've seen, which leads me to believe some algorithm somewhere is pushing this topic. But have you ever heard of a teratoma tumor?
Well, no, I haven't. So teratoma.
Mm-hmm.
Terra means typically earth or like top layer, I'm guessing. Toma. I don't know.
All right,
is it some kind of surface layer tumor?
Let me tell you what this is, dude. It's
Am I right? Am I onto something here?
You're close. Yeah, you're not far off, dude.
All right.
Oh, Matabubu says Asian men drink big time and
different than just Japanese people.
And dairy. Oh, dairy. Oh shit. I was reading it. I should have read it in the accent. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I didn't think I was wrong. I was gonna say I grew up doing martial arts and like around a ton of Asian people all the time, and that was the one thing I noticed. Like even at a young age, growing up, is like, yo, especially Asian men, they just love fucking pounding liquor, dude. They're just always down to pound liquor. It doesn't matter. God bless them.
Filipinos do for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the best drinking I've ever done in my life has been done with Filipinos.
Thai,
yeah,
stuff like that. But I don't know if like
I used to drink with these Chinese
Japanese
guys.
Oh, Chinese definitely love to drink.
Yeah, dude. I used to drink with these Chinese guys and we would gamble all the time and shit like that. They get so worked up at each other. And it was
Vietnamese.
It was super cool because they would like half argue in Chinese and half argue in English. They would like go back and forth between like Mandarin and English and shit. It was hilarious. Just like
chop, chop.
talking about Murphy beds. Anyway, a teratoma tumor is it's a type of germ cell tumor that contains several types of body tissues. And so teratomas are tumors made of tissues such as hair, muscle, and bone. They occur most often in ovaries in women and testicles in men. They may be benign or malignant. Symptoms symptoms vary depending on the location. A painful lump or swelling may be apparent. Some babies have a mass that can be seen on an ultrasound before birth. Treatment often involves surgery. In rare cases, when a teratoma is malignant, chemotherapy or radiation may be needed. What it doesn't tell you is that these fucking things can grow eyes and can grow teeth and can start to like look like a fucking face.
Oh
and
shit, dude!
It's fucking terrifying. Oh, Robbie says chicken spears. You really want to see this thing? Because I'll show it to you.
I don't even see this thing.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pop over to the images first so Adam can see this, and then I'll put it on so you guys can see it, because it's fucking horrifying that these things can grow in your body. This is the one that I saw.
Okay, that's probably fake, that one.
No, that's from an actual article. There's a woman who had that shit cut out of her. There's several instances of this happening too. Like there's also another you can have
like glitches in the Matrix, dude. What do you think?
Well, how terrifying is that?
Yeah, of course, because well, that one I feel like has got to be fake, but
bitch, it's real. I checked up on it. I told you I checked this shit up, dude. You can check up on it too. It's not like it's not a real medical issue, dude. Like look at all these
I've definitely heard of the issue, but yeah.
Look at all these other ones though too. It's like these are fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's bad coding. There's a flaw in the coding every once in a while.
Which I'm also going to take that off the screen because I'm not so sure I'm supposed to be showing fucking viscera and like, which I mean, this is all medical shit anyway, but I don't know. YouTube has a tendency to be whack. Oh yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? That has nothing to do with tumors.
That's not bad.
Oh, wait, I see. There's a giant surgery scar right here in her abdomen.
Oh, whatever. It's still pretty good.
My stomach ache turned out to be a monster tumor with hair and fallopian tubes. Ew. Anyway, teratoma tumors are terrifying. No.
Yeah, she is. That's fine.
Knowing that she had one of those tumors in her makes her totally not hot to me anymore.
Oh.
Also,
you're a tumorist.
I am. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's something that pisses me off about society is like if I like there's been a couple of times before where I've been like, oh, I'm not attracted to her, and like somebody will be like, oh, why? And it's usually like female coworkers, like you know how like especially in a dispensary when you're sitting in an office with people and it's like you see the same people every day. Somebody will come in and eventually a coworker will be like, oh, she's pretty today or whatever the fuck, and then like some male coworker will be like, oh, she's super hot or whatever, and then it'll get to me and I'll be like, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm always that guy. I'm always the guy that's like, I don't really see it. And they'd be like, well, fucking why not? And I'd be like, I don't know. Her ears are too low and shit like that. Like I would just say, like whatever it was that was bothering me, I'd be honest about it. And then like the female coworkers would be like, that's not cool. You can't say that about another person's body and stuff like that. I'm like, what? I'm not allowed to be honest about what I'm attracted to versus what I'm not. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize there was a fucking straight and narrow guide on what we were all, what's okay for all of us to be attracted to. My bad.
You just gotta say, yep, they're a strong and brave woman.
Yeah, fuck that. I should have walked around being like, asking all my coworkers like, would you fuck me? Would you fuck me? Would you fuck? Okay, no, why not? Tell me now. Tell me now. Why not? They'd be like,
A scroll comes out. Well, Richard. 1. 2.
You got no dick. Number 2. If you did, it probably wouldn't work.
I've seen your mini bottles in the trash in the bathroom.
You have a crippling alcohol addiction that you need to address before you can be fit to love anyone, be loved by anyone. Oh, man. Matabubu says Korean businessman. It's fact checked. Oh, Matabubu says this bitch. He says, bet she was salty. Yeah, anyone that grows up on a lake, you have to question their morality. And I noticed she has an ankle tattoo as well.
Yep.
You never know. She could be.
Well, she has arm tattoos too.
Yeah, she could just be lake trash that had a tumor in her gut. You know.
Oh, this is like Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, yeah.
UP.
I'm a big UP guy.
Are you?
Yeah, dude. I'm a big ICUP guy. What if like a bunch of people turned up to the gathering of the Juggalos because they thought it was like a pissing like event, like
water sports event?
Yeah, they thought there was gonna be like golden showers and like fetish stuff, and they're like, wait, ICP?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Piss jokes now.
Dude, how cool would it be if there was like a ICUP event and there was just like piss cannons? People blasting with piss all the time.
Speaking of, it's time for me to get the piss jugs out of my car again. I did a
why?
Because they're building up again. I cleaned my car out not too long ago, like before the move and everything, because I took like 3 weeks off of work just to like rework some shit that was going on and kind of acclimate to everything here at the new place. And I've been doing more this past week, and like I took on another full load of shifts again, and so I was on the road for a while. And like when you're on the road, you're just driving and pissing, man. That's all it is, dude. You just fucking like every time I would finish a coffee bottle, like I buy those stock coffees that come in like a big ass plastic bottle or whatever. Finish one of those on the road, immediately convert it to a piss bottle, like flip my business out and fucking pop it in the bottle. Let it go. And so now I've got about like 4 or 5 of those built up, and then I got a couple of water bottles that are to the brim with piss as well. So it's time to get rid of them.
I feel like you should have done, like, I picture you doing this stuff like as the True Detective Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, well, that's how it is.
Pissing in bottles as well. Like you should have like. What if they integrated him pissing in bottles, just talking all this deep shit like. Man, the space and time, like
and then time is a flat circle while you hear piss in the background.
I just piss it into this Gatorade bottle, closing it.
Yeah, dude. No, I think that's how I like to see myself as Matthew McConaughey in True Detective with a piss bottle. That's basically what my life is.
That's exactly it.
I wish like in more detective shows, like in The Wire and like True Detective and all these other things, I wish they would show that side of like investigation work. Like where you're just sitting in a car for like fucking 10 hours and you can't take a shit and you're just taking pisses every hour into anything you can find. And it's just I don't know. Every day's a challenge.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of tuna on the road.
Tuna's good for you, dude.
Not the way I eat it. It's usually like tuna salad, like there's like mayonnaise and shit mixed into it. I was trying to do a little bit better this time. I had tuna salad, and then I mainly ate like rice and salmon and raw vegetables and shit. I didn't eat fast food once.
If you just get some like cans of tuna, the double stack ones,
Yeah.
pop a little bit of mayo in there, stir it up, throw it in the microwave, eat it.
Throw it
That's
in
all
the
you need.
microwave.
Yeah, well, before you put the mayo in it, you throw it in the microwave for a second. It's really good, and it's really good for you.
I got some flounder fillets too. I might whip those up soon. I've been trying to do a lot more like vegetables and flounder and fish and stuff like that.
We're trying to get a fish sponsorship, all right, people.
Yeah, the band.
Duda.
The band of fish.
Yeah.
I want Trey Anastasio to start doing heroin again so that Fish's music stops sucking dick. No?
Or a fish, or actual fish sponsorship would be nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I don't know. All I know is that
Bumblebee
like
tuna.
This is the problem with being me, is that like I have the way I look hasn't changed since like high school, and a lot of my activities have remained the same and all this other bullshit. And like the last thing I really have to kind of take out of the equation is like eating like a piece of shit, because you can't, like, I still eat the same way that I ate when I was a teenager, arguably worse, because when I was a teenager I was even more like health conscious, and I was like super obsessed with like skating well and doing flips well and like just being able to like, you know, be at the top of my athletic game. So
Yeah,
like
but you're obsessed with this eating stuff, like,
well,
just
yeah,
eat like eat regular stuff and just don't eat like fast food and stuff all the time.
no, I know, and it sounds easy in practice, but anyone at home right now listening knows this fucking struggle. We all know this struggle. Like, you work your whole fucking day or whatever, or like even you're just short on time. You get home, you don't want to cook, you don't want to fucking pick up ingredients if you don't have anything at home. And like, and for me, it's hard because like I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, you're like a skinny dude who like, there's not really anything going on health wise or anything. So I'm like, oh yeah, I always talk myself into like, oh yeah, you can hit Zaxby's again, you know, oh, you can have some chicken fingers. Oh, you just don't eat this again for like another week. And it's like, you tell yourself that. It's basically the same thing as like when I tried to quit drinking the first time, and I was like, I'll just have a little bit tonight. You know, I don't have a big problem. I can just drink like half of what I normally drink. Wrong. Because then I start shaking in the middle of the night and I can't sleep. It's just like, okay, so that doesn't work. But yeah, it's the same thing. It's like I just have to like hardline it. Like everything else in my life, if I want to get something done, I just have to hardline, fucking discipline, focus. And that's what I'm trying to do now. Last night I slipped up. I ate like 3 cinnamon roll donuts. I'm not proud of that because they were
Okay, that's gay. Okay, no one cares you ate 3 cinnamon rolls.
Yeah,
but just cook, dude. Just learn to fucking cook.
I know how to cook. I cook very well. Like I can cook a bunch of different shit. I just don't do it because it takes time.
Well, what are you gonna eat? Fucking Beno boxes your whole life?
I would, but that's the problem. It's like I'm trying to break myself out of this whole like laziness of cooking. Like I know how to cook, bitch. I'm just saying it's like a waste of time to me.
It's all right. I mean, it's not the funnest, but
no, it's not. It fucking blows.
It's easier than going out and getting food.
This is the thing, is like I would love cooking if it didn't involve like a ridiculous cleanup afterwards.
Clean up?
Yeah, I don't play that shit. I don't like cleaning up.
You got a dishwasher, just clean up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just Rabbi says I'll cook for Rick and his wife. Good luck. I won't let you through the front door. If I ever see Robbie standing on my fucking porch, I'm going to get my gun. I'm going to assume he needs money, and I'm just going to get my gun and get him out of here. Let's see. Kyle says, I had a fillet of fish today, and it was delicious. I'm impressed with how much the quality of McDonald's has improved. The sandwiches, burgers actually look like they do in the commercials. That's good. At least something's improving. Rabbi says carrots. Yeah, carrots. I have trouble eating carrots. I can eat them if they're cooked. I can't do raw carrots, man. Carrots fuck me up.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, but like, you know, some like nice baked carrots.
Yeah, that's good.
Those are good.
Little candied carrots, some brown sugar on them mugs. That kind
or just even steamed or something like, yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. That's not so bad. Jana said she had to break away to get her hair cut. Well, I hope it looks nice. I hope they cornrowed it up for you.
Did you go to Great Clips? Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Supercuts.
I have to go get my hair cut again soon.
What's that other one?
What?
Remember you went to get, like, you and I went to the haircut place once.
Oh, what was that place? I
What was
forgot.
that?
I totally forgot
Floyd's.
about that. Yeah,
Floyd's.
yeah.
Yep.
I was so drunk. Did I end up getting my hair cut that day? I remember drinking there.
No, because I got my haircut.
Oh, and
I don't
didn't
know. Maybe you just waited there. while
I
you got my
did.
haircut.
I did, yeah, because I was drinking and shit in the seat. I remember like trying to like sneak hits out of my double shot bottle while people were walking by me. I had a problem back then. I distinctly remember going into the bathroom and throwing away like double shot bottles in the bathtub or in the bathroom trash there. Bathtub. How funny would that be if there's a bathtub in a business's bathroom? Like if it's a lunchtime haircut, you know how you always get like hair and shit in your neck. It's like, oh, you can just go jump in the shower. I guess if there's gonna be a tub or a shower anywhere, and it would make sense, it would be in a barbershop, right?
Not a bathtub.
No.
A shower would make sense, I guess. But
Yeah.
not a bathtub.
Yeah, you're right.
It'd be pretty funny if someone's just taking a bubble bath in there. That's one of the grades of experience you can get.
I'm gonna take this off the
Bathtub.
screen.
$50.
I just realized I had those tumors still up on the screen there. On Adam and I are over here just looking at tumors. Let's see. Jana says my friend Deanna. Is it Dina or Deanna cut it for me? And then Kyle says cost cutters.
You said cost cutters less or greater than. No,
Oh,
that's
like they're the
it's
shit.
less than.
I wouldn't know.
Or is it a greater than?
I'm just gonna
It's a greater than sign.
I'm gonna pop over to the Great Clips by my house, dude, because I'm not. I don't
That's
know.
where I always go.
Well, I just need a quick one this time. Like I need to have my hair evened out so that like when I grow it again, it grows evenly and I don't have like a fucking crazy mess like I did last time.
Yeah, I don't have friends that have girlfriends that cut hair, so
Yeah. You used to. You have a friend now. My sister cuts hair. I mean, my sister owns a salon up here. You can come to North Carolina and get your hair cut.
yeah, it's very efficient.
Well, come to
cost
North
efficient.
Carolina. You can hang out with Daddy. We'll go see my sister. We'll get his and hers haircut. You and I will come back to the pad. We'll fuck. You get on a plane. You get out of my life, dude.
No.
Bitch ass. Janice says she'd post a pic, but she can't. Well, post
I
it
don't
on
know what that means.
Instagram. Post it on Instagram and then tag everybody that listens to Brass Tacks on it. Typo, or Kyle says that was a typo, and he also needs a haircut.
It was a typo. Billy Blanks.
Ooh. Is Billy Blank still doing the Tybo thing?
It would be better. Is Billy Blank still alive?
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah.
Same question.
Who fucking knows? I feel like everybody's rebooting everything. It's only a matter of time before we see Tybo. Oh, dude, I like can't get comfortable, man. I stayed up forever last night too. I could not get tired to save my life. I've been super like fidgety and shit.
Maybe you should do typo.
I think maybe I need to get back on Adderall.
That'd be a terrible idea.
Yeah, I need to take like, you know what it is? I need to like not take enough to where like not take it like we used to take it, like not abuse it, but like take like a half of one or like a quarter of one so that I'm not as fidgety.
Nah, that's a bad idea.
Maybe I'll just start snorting meth. That's what I'll do. That'll be a good move in my 30s. It's like I've done everything else. Why not just fucking go hard off in my 30s into meth? Just watch this
Crystal
show.
method.
Watch this show get weirder and weirder every week. Like you'll just start seeing like pieces of equipment disappearing and stuff like that. And like pretty soon I'll be back to that old fucking Blue Yeti mic that we used that we started out with. Adam and I used to smoke and shit so much while we were doing the podcast when we first started that like if you look at the Blue Yeti mic we use now, the mouthpiece, like where the pop filter and shit is that you talk into, it's got like a brown tint to it because of like all the marijuana resin that's been around it.
Yeah, it was hot boxed for a while.
Yeah. Did I leave that with you?
Yeah, no, I think it's still in my house.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. You got to protect that thing. That's like,
is it a relic? I'm gonna frame it someday.
Well, I'm saying you could put it up somewhere. We could turn it into like we could buy like a wooden base for it and have like a plaque made.
Oh,
You
and
know
I
what I
could
mean?
paint the top blue and the bottom yellow.
No, No, that's not what I'm saying.
I think that's what you said.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Don't be an asshole, okay? Either that, you mail it back to me. How about that? Actually, you know what? Better yet, we're done.
Oh.
Yeah, we're done. No more brass tacks.
Gaslit.
Yeah. No more brass tacks. That's it. I'm calling it quits. I'm starting the Daddy podcast. It's gonna be all about number 1. Janice,
Number 2, you mean?
bitch. That's pretty okay. That's pretty good. Janice says you'll have to post your handles here to be tagged. LOL. I got home at 1:30 after scotch and cigars and other fun activities. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. How was scotch and cigars? I hope that was a good time.
Bob cigars.
Bunch of bitches hanging out in a room smoking cigars, talking tacos. Were you guys rubbing tacos? Because that'd be cool. Bunch of cigars and tacos.
Was Bobert there?
Bobert?
Lauren Bobert or whatever?
Does she smoke cigars?
I would assume she does.
Do you think she rubs tacos?
I don't know if she does that, but
I wouldn't mind seeing Bobert's taco.
Yeah, fine.
I'd take a look at it. Just be like, eh. I'm sure it's nothing like to write home about, but taco, taco's taco.
Del Taco versus Taco Bell.
Yeah, why? Yeah, why?
Del Taco sucks.
Have you heard about this? This is a fucking... I just saw some shit like this on Facebook. Like, there was a local police department. They issued some warning about this fucking online challenge, which I know we've talked about this in the past, too, how we hate things that are like challenges. Like, people are like, oh, I'm going to try the ice bucket challenge or something like that. It's just dumb internet shit. You're stupid if you go along with these trends. Anyway, there's a new one, and it's called the Orbeez challenge. Which almost sounds like somebody from Queen saying Arby's challenge, like it's like a food challenge or something. But it's apparently sweeping the nation, and basically what kids are doing is like they're loading these Orbeez beads into airsoft guns and they're shooting people with them, and it's already cost some lives of teenagers that are taking part in this because the 5-0 thinks it's a real gun.
Be or not to Orbeez.
I think you need to go to bed. I think that's what you need to do.
Call in.
Janice says it was so good. No, just me and Ricky, spelled R-A-K-Y with a winky face.
That's like how you'd spell it if her name was a chick. So
yeah, you don't know that I'm not a woman.
No, Lauren Boebert, dude. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Kyle says, bruh. All right, let's watch this video.
Yep, South Park reference.
6 minutes after 8 o'clock this morning, in a neighborhood crime alert that we're following. Police in Fernandina Beach and across the country.
This bitch has no business on TV, by the way. I don't want to be a guy that body shames or anything, but this woman has a disgusting body.
Are warning about a dangerous social media trend. It's called the Orbeez Challenge. It encourages kids to shoot strangers and each other with gel beads. News4 Jax reporter Aaron Farrar is joining us now live. And Aaron, in some cases, teenagers are targeting people in drive-bys.
Yes, that is right. They was doing these drive-bys, and so
that dude's got a fat tie knot. Dude.
It's the biggest, fattest tie. It's like he stole that out of Patrice O'Neal's closet. That's a big and tall tie. I feel like
that's a single Windsor, isn't it? That's not a double. Maybe it's a double. A double's fatter than.
All I know is that you can probably see the end of that tie poking out of his pant leg, like it's tucked into his waistband. It runs all the way down one of his pant legs. Aaron Farrar.
And those drive-bys are happening not only in Fernandina Beach and near the Jacksonville
wasn't
area,
expecting that
but
voice.
also just across the country, as you just mentioned. They're shooting people with these kind of beads. These are those water beads, and these are how small they are, at least to start. You can see that they're very similar in size.
I guess they look like nerds.
No, you throw them in the water and they get huge. They get bigger.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what those are.
What are they for?
I have no idea.
Oh wait, are those things that look like boba bubbles whenever you submerge them?
No, I think they get a decent size, actually. You throw them in water and then they grow.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
All right, well, call in, people. Who knows about these?
Of course,
things?
they're not meant to be harmful, but they're not also meant to be used in trying to shoot people with some of these guns that they're using as well. I want to show you also what these can develop into, the size they can. This is just from about an...
Oh, shit. Check out my man's dick. You can see my man's dick bump.
What, there's 2 bumps on each side?
No, I think one of them might be a cell phone and the other one might be his gear. I think his gear is like somewhere down here.
This is just from about an hour and a half of
It's
being
not a
in
fantasy.
some water. The one thing that kids are doing is they're modifying the sizes of these beads. You see the differences right now, so that it would hurt that much more when they shoot people with them.
Well, that's the point.
Fernandina Beach police say there were 2 incidents in downtown. These are the guns typically used in those pranks. They say no one was hurt, but all of the people involved were identified and
dead.
released to their parents. Here's what happened to a kid yesterday in Peachtree City in Georgia. The police department said this boy was shot with those water beads by a group of teenagers.
Was he?
You can see the bruises on his face and on his arm.
Jussie Smollett did it.
Yeah.
This is Jussie Smollett's nephew.
Although these beads are not meant to be harmful, if they hit someone, they can cause serious injuries.
Can they? Because that kid seemed okay, aside from
Officers
a couple
are
of
also
welts.
saying with these
Also, that
beads
kid
being
is not suicidal.
No.
He's made a statement, and that kid claims he is not suicidal.
If anything happens to him in there, he didn't do it.
That's right.
Jeez Louise.
shot, the kids or the teenagers, whomever is responsible, they can be considered using assault with a deadly weapon in those cases. Officers
Like
are
Skittles.
also warning people of the severity and the seriousness of
Skittles.
these kind of situations. They're also warning people about the kind of guns they're using in these pranks because they...
What if the cops rode by and they were like, hey, he's got Orbeez, and they just shoot him?
Tackle him.
Yeah.
Put the Orbeez down. Oh, see, he did put him down in time.
That's right. Yeah. You guys saw he had it in his hand. He could have thrown that at somebody.
They say that they can be mistaken for real guns, and that can also lead to more serious shootings. So police are asking parents right now, speak with your children, talk to them about the seriousness of
Do you
these
think
kind of pranks.
he's doing that
and the
right
severity-
outside of the building?
Of the cops?
That they work at?
Oh,
No, that they
the
work
news
at?
station? Yeah, most
Yeah.
likely. Yeah, where else would he be doing it?
Yeah, it had to be like, oh, we're doing this
Yeah.
outside.
This is some poor gentleman. They just pulled him out from behind his desk. They were like, "Here's a dress shirt. We got to find a tie." They found an overly large tie. They were like, "Yeah, we've been getting emails all month long. We haven't seen a single person of color being represented on any of your newscasts." They're like, word came from top down. We got to get more diversity on screen. And so they knocked the broom out of this man's hand. They handed him a Ralph Lauren button up, and they were like, "Get your ass outside and pretend to do news." They put
That's Hugo Boss, dude.
They put some beads in his hands. He was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with these?
Just throw them in.
Yeah, they were like, go throw these at a cop.
Severe consequences they can have because they can ultimately even end up being deadly.
Mm-hmm.
Reporting live, I'm Aaron Farrar, Channel 4, the local station.
Oh, the local station. He closes his eyes, goes,
Damn.
The local station.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking
What is
about.
that? The local station. Is he signaling there or something?
I don't know. I think
The local station.
his fucking hairline signaling that it's trying to escape his fucking eyebrows. It's running as far away from his eyebrows as it possibly can. He's got a bad hairline. Like, look at, like, there's no sideburns or anything. It just like kind of stops like up at the
sideburns.
Well, it almost looks, you know what it looks like is kind of like, have you ever seen those old Chinese emperors who like have only hair in a circle in the back of their head kind of, and then they usually grow like a long braided thing of hair in the back? You've seen Jackie Chan movies, you piece of shit. Don't tell me you haven't seen the hairstyle I'm talking about.
Yeah, but maybe that was more of a choice.
Of course it was, dude. I'm saying that this guy's hairstyle kind of looks like that. Don't fucking look too into this, all right?
Do you think his hair is a choice?
It's a one-off joke.
Can you imagine if he grew his hair out?
Could you imagine if I wasn't actively taking applications for other co-hosts?
Oh, yeah. I wish I had something funny to say.
I do too. Ever.
Okay. I mean, it looks like it was done right outside the studio.
Yeah, it
And
definitely
of course,
was.
he's fenced in to be a little more protected.
Yeah. Well, everybody's at a safe 6 feet away too, most likely.
Well, that actual tie doubles as a man.
That's true. I'm surprised you haven't
the N64 or the N.
Oh, well, hold on. I didn't even beep it, dude. The 64.
Yeah, those N95.
Oh, the 95 masks.
Oh my god! N95, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was gonna try to do like a numerology breakdown, but I couldn't think of anything.
Of course you can't think of something profound.
9 plus 5 minus 4 plus 3. Oh my god, you see what they're saying here?
You know what is profound is I can't believe you haven't mentioned the fact that I haven't reoriented the cameras yet. Like I gave you top billing 2 nights in a row. You're in front of me today.
Oh, well.
I was wondering if subliminally that would make you funnier, but it didn't work.
That's never gonna work.
This fucking video right here says teens getting arrested in connection with TikTok Orbeez challenge. Let's maybe see if this is worth watching.
Well, mute it until we get through the people talking about it.
Why?
I don't know. I hate reporters. They're annoying.
Yeah, they're the worst. Matabubu says, let's talk about that BBC. I've got a new Jesse clip coming soon, guys.
A Jesse?
Jesse. It's never going to be Jussie. Just shut the fuck up, dude.
Let's talk about your BBC.
Tonight, a warning about a new social media challenge. Teens are shooting pellets at...
Look at this fucking Goomba on the right here. What a grotesque woman. Again, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but her arms are gross.
First of all, you don't know that their gender. That could be a man or a woman.
If it's got tits and a wig, it's a bitch. All right? That's all I'm saying. With all due respect, too. With all due respect.
Strangers with airsoft guns.
Very disturbing. Fox 35's Holly Bristow is live in Winter Garden where one of those shootings happened. So, Holly, these guns may be fake, but this is still very...
Oh, and follow it right up with another looker. Look at this fucking 3 a.m. coffee looking bitch right here. She looks like...
She's better.
She looks like, what's his name? Fucking, who's that rock star who looks old as shit? He's never wearing a shirt. Why can't I think of his name? I can't remember the band he was in. Fucking, he looks leathery. He's got like long stringy hair like her. She looks just like him with makeup on.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about? I can't remember his fucking name. Robbie, I know you know who I'd be talking about too if I could just remember this goddamn name. Robbie knows every rock star's name. It's bothered me that I can't remember it. No, not Steven Tyler, Kyle. Thank you though.
No.
It's they're the same age. He looks like Alanis Morissette almost too.
And he wasn't like a Stones or like a Aerosmith level guy.
Yeah,
a little bit below that, but still at famous music. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is his name? Somebody in the chat.
He's definitely a California guy for sure.
Yeah, big time. Somebody in the chat, please just start naming off washed up rock stars. I want to say there's a P in it somewhere. It's like a P. I'm trying to remember anything about this man. I can't remember. Cheryl. No, it's not Sheryl Crow, Rabbi. God damn, dude. Find a noose.
She kind of looks like Sheryl Crow.
Yeah, I guess Sheryl Crow kind of looks like who I'm trying to remember the name of.
No, it's not. It's not, though. The dude...
My mom would know this, too. She knows.
Well, he's been in movies before, like cameos in movies. Too.
Yeah, he was like a rock guy, Kyle.
Yeah, he's almost like he like kind of looks like Anthony Kiedis almost like.
Yeah, he's got that same vibe. That same vibe. Never wearing a shirt, fucking like California.
The frame and stuff. He's just like 20 years older.
Probably a big heroin guy.
Yeah,
like they all were or are. It's bothering me. I don't know his name. We'll just keep watching this. Iggy Pop. Yes. God damn it. It was Iggy Pop. Thank you, Rabbi. I knew it'd be Rabbi. Fucking
shut up, Robbie.
One. Yeah, shut your fucking mouth, Robbie. Knowing shit. You fucking. What are you, gay? Oh, I know answers.
Your son looks like a fag to me.
It was a good. I mean, we were giving terrible descriptions, I feel like, but we still found it.
Robbie's really good at this game.
He's a white guy, old, rocker, skinny.
Heroin. California. Iggy Pop? Yep, that's it. You got it. Now we can watch the video in peace.
Very dangerous. It certainly is. 2 of the victims have actually been hit in the face, and these little gel-filled beads have missed hitting their eyes by less than an inch.
These little gay beads.
Investigators say while these may be toys, it turns into a criminal act and even a felony if you shoot these into a vehicle or into a home.
All right, it's going to be one of those Orbeez guns. It's the same occurrence that happened yesterday that we had 2 in custody for.
Money well
I got
spent.
3 over here.
5 Volusia County teens handcuffed in the last week and charged.
I want to know what building or what business this guy's representing, because the contact info for this business is at yahoo.com email address.
Oh, it's probably like a excavator, you know, like some kind of like construction stuff.
Like an irrigation company.
No, just some kind of construction shit. General
After
contractor.
deputies say they shot innocent bystanders with airsoft gel blaster guns like these.
Yep.
So there's little green.
Oh, there's a Twisted Tea. You see that? Underage drink. Oh, a Monster Energy drink. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
This almost looks like my car.
Pellets in here, the little plastic
All the Twisted
ones.
Teas.
Yeah, they're like little plastic.
All right, we'll take those for evidence.
Law enforcement agencies from New Smyrna Beach to Ocala putting out a warning.
Yeah, this is
saying
like one of the things I saw.
Orbeez challenge can get you in big trouble.
3 male juveniles and female juvenile pulled into the parking garage.
3 gay male juveniles with their gay Orbeez guns.
And a silver or gray Hyundai.
Winter Garden Police now looking for 4 teens accused of shooting a man on a ladder from the 2nd floor of this public parking garage.
Okay, that's a dick move.
It'd be like a small subcompact.
Whoa. That's like a huge dick move. That guy's climbing up to the 2nd floor of that, gets shot and falls.
This is exactly the type of shit that I used to do when I was a teenager, dude. I can't. It's wrong now. Like, as a 33-year-old man, I'm like, yeah, this is very, very inappropriate behavior. But like 14-year-old me, I was doing whack shit just like this, if not worse. Absolutely.
It was definitely Wong, dude.
Yeah.
CCCP.
Mm-hmm. I was actually a Chinese provocateur, if you will.
Yeah, dude.
They would send me Orbeez guns in the mail, and they'd be like, "Go, my child, unleash your rage."
Is that what they said?
Onto the society.
Go, my child.
They were like,
You release your rage.
Release your rage.
Release your rage now.
Release your rage on the people that turn their backs on you.
What? Turn your Brex on you? Brex.
They Brexited me.
Wait, what? Did you say? Oh, yeah, like.
They turned their blacks on me.
Like, yeah, like, you have to repeat this at least 5 more times. Like,
yeah.
Can you write it down, maybe?
And also, why are you sleeping while you're talking to me?
Machine gun, but it's obviously a toy.
Fox 35 News speaking exclusively with the victim by phone.
I was shot probably about 30 times in the back, and then I turned around and looked him a couple times in the face. And it sounded like an airsoft gun, like rapid fire.
We found these gel blaster guns and Orbeez.
Could you imagine you and I, like, when we first started hanging out tough, like, we always had pistols in our waistbands and shit. If like some guys had like thought it would be funny to play a joke on us and like point some fake spray painted weapons out their windows, like how this fucking prank would have gone for them.
Well, that's what I'm just thinking about. Like, dude, you're lucky that guy in the fucking ladder didn't have a gun and just fucking shoot you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Back in the day, like how I was living like that, dude, if I would have seen a vehicle drive by my house and like some fucking barrels pointing out the window, there'd have been some shit going down. It wouldn't have been a fun prank, that's for sure.
You would have pulled out your cap gun.
I would have pulled out my fucking mouth and just started sucking everybody's dicks. That's how I get out of trouble all the time. It's like, I got robbed one time, a guy put a gun to my head and I was like, "Sir, is the $20 in my pocket really worth this, or can I just suck your dick?" Needless to say, I went home with that $20.
Either way.
Yeah. And a belly full of protein. And I skipped dinner that night. Great story, right?
Well, I mean, it was
for sale.
What? Say what you're going to say. Now we're done with you.
Online in big box stores. While they're found in the toy
Fat
aisle,
bitch.
Captain Scott Allen warns they can get you in big trouble if used to shoot people.
The kids, they think it's funny, but then you understand that they're violating the law. And they're
How great would it be if like he would have gotten shot with one of those as he was giving this press conference? As he was giving this interview, you just see an Orbeez thing pop him in the eye.
And then it kills him.
Yeah, he falls back and hits his head.
Oh no, he kills them. He pulls his gun.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it'd be funny. It would have been hilarious if like some teenagers rode by, popped him, he staggered backwards after being hit with an Orbeez, and he fucking fell, hit his head, dies. the kid who's responsible gets taken in and they put him to death.
Oh, the kid doesn't have qualified immunity?
No.
Oh.
They try him as an adult. They give him like multiple life sentences, and then all of a sudden, like one of this officer's family members is like elected some kind of public office, and he like through some loophole in the law is able to get this kid fast tracked to the chair or something.
He certainly was erected.
Well, with that being said, folks, or actually here, hold on just a second. Let me read some chat. Matabubu says, "This is my weapon. This is my gun." Rabbi says, "Shooting a ladder climber equals war crime." Jana says, "Cum is only 2 grams of protein." I'm surprised it's that much. I also imagine it has a lot to do with the volume of cum. You can't tell me that like a gallon of cum only has 2 grams of protein, because then I will call you, ma'am, a liar.
Yeah, right. So it's the volume of cum. Like, is it loud? Like, what's the setting on the cum?
Is it loud like this Kush, or is it silent like Adam's ingenuity?
Yeah, it's all right.
Is it loud like Adam's racism towards anyone that looks different than him?
It's not true.
It's very true. Adam is not only a war criminal, but he's also just a seething racist.
It's false.
No, false flag maybe. Is that what you're gonna say?
Follow the money. Follow the money.
Oh boy! All right, you still got some fire in you? You want to call it?
Fire it? No, dude. No, I'm smoking ribs right now.
But what does that mean? You want to keep going or what? You want to fucking... We're at that point where it's like, you want to push it for another whatever?
I don't know, because the ribs might be done in a little bit, so...
Well, let's get the fuck out of here then. I still need to, like... I need to try to eat dinner, but, like... I don't know. I don't want to shit it. I don't want to just keep shitting at all. Janice says, I don't know, 1 tablespoon. So, like, I got 4 grams of protein last night. Oh, nice. Jana, did you catch some dick last night?
Oh, no.
Good for you. If so, I know she was dick hunting not that long ago. She was hunting for that pee-pee. I always like to hear when listeners catch or give a dick, because it's like that keeps you going. That keeps you going through the day. It keeps you, like, regulated. You know, it's the same thing as, like, needing to masturbate and shit. It's like, you got to get the poison out. I get it. Go get yours. Be fabulous, you know. Just anyone listening out there, don't ever have sex with Adam. He's such a selfish lover.
Okay.
I banged him like 14, 15 times, and it wasn't even that cool, to be honest.
I don't know if that's true.
It is pretty true.
I feel like you're gaslighting me right now.
I wouldn't do that. I told you, man. I'm better than you. I wouldn't gaslight you.
You're a gaslighter, dude.
Pretty much anything Adam would do, I wouldn't do. If you're just looking for general advice on how to live your life and succeed. Adam's just been coasting through his life on looks.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kyle says congrats. Rabbi says Kyle is proud or jelly. Jana says, I mean, it was a gift for him. 2 BJs. You gave a guy 2 blowjobs in one night or day. Why didn't he fuck you? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you give a blowjob to completion very rarely. That's like when I feel like that's something you kind of save, like when somebody's like, it's something nice and spontaneous to do for somebody, but like generally you do the blowjob as a means to get fucked, like it's foreplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what, Jana? You did get fucked, or you just did the blowjobs? Because if you just did the blowjobs, then like he doesn't do sex. What the fuck?
This doesn't make any sense.
Jana, you better get away from this person, because this might be a fucking murderer. I don't know, dude. Is he at least like just BJ's? What is he, Christian? Is this like one of these born again Christian guys? Because if so, dude, you need to hook up with Kyle. Let Kyle throw that fucking hog in you. Kyle says, yeah, if I was a woman, I would still want my pussy to be poked too. Yeah, exactly.
How does he know?
I don't understand that at all. Who is this guy? What's his phone number? I need to call him. We need to have him on the show.
555.
She says, LOL, he's a good person.
He's a gay person.
I'm sure he is. He must be.
Oh. She said gay or good?
Oh my God. She says he only sleeps with his ex-wife.
He's gay.
Jana, this is this needs to be explored more. I just like,
It doesn't.
Well,
It's
no,
tragic.
it is tragic, but it's like whenever I hear shit like that, like that's the kind of shit that interests me. Like on a daily basis, it's rare that you hear about a guy who only does blowjobs and will only sleep with his ex-wife and shit like that. That's a very specific set of guidelines for your sexual prowess.
I'd say it's medium rare to rare.
Okay.
It's not well done.
No, it's not. Jana says, I know I need to get away from him.
Oh,
You need, no, what you need
Dr. Phil?
No, what you need to do is like just fucking open up, I don't know, open up like Tinder or something like that. Just go catch a strange dick. Who cares, man? You live once. You live once in this life. And I know that I'm saying that as a germaphobe and stuff like that. I'm saying like, I know that I'm fucked up and have these hang-ups and stuff like that and won't bang people indiscriminately and stuff. And that served me well in the past, but it's not like I'm not all for it, you know, especially if you're dealing with some guy who is only allowing you to suck his dick. Like you deserve some reparations for that. Like you deserve something in return. So like go get you some strange, go get you somebody who looks like they can hit the back wall with it. You know what I'm saying?
Get you a fun guy, but not a fun guy. You know,
Yeah.
a fun guy like a fungus.
Mm-hmm.
It's a science joke, people.
It's a nothing joke is what it is. It's not a joke is what.
All in.
Jana says, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Sorry, Jana.
You're like one of those cat inspirational posters. It's like, hey, it's like hang in there. It's like hanging on.
Yeah. Speaking of cats, we got a copyright strike last night for our Crazy Cat Lady song that we played again.
Obviously.
Yeah. What's up, Logan? Logan says joined in late. Adam Cuck Talk? Question mark.
Ship sailed, dude. You missed it.
Yeah. Logan, come on the show, man. Come on the show one of these weeks, whenever
Yeah,
you
what the
want.
fuck?
Just come on. I miss you. We miss you. Adam and I talk about missing you all the time. It's like, you know, you just don't know what you got till it's gone. That's really what it is. That's the moral of the
Paved
story.
paradise, dude.
Yeah. And you put up a parking lot.
Well, I have to meet up with him anyways. Like, at least, I mean, maybe in a couple weeks or something. I got a shirt for him, so.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, Logan. You guys gonna bang? That's a yes. That's a hard yes. If Adam doesn't immediately answer with a no, then you know he's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna bang him. Robbie says vitamin C, vitamin D, and it's been 3 years since you've fucked. I don't know what Rabbi's referring to by the 3 years thing. Fucking Logan says I have next week off and have made no plans beside the show Saturday. Nice.
Well, about goddamn time.
It's about goddamn time. And by that time, Robbie will have his stupid fucking laptop too.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid fucking computer. Thank God. Logan said, yeah, it's been 3 years since he fucked. Robbie, it better not have been 3 years since you've had sex. That means... Oh, he says it's been 3 years since Logan's been on. Okay, I was going to say, if you haven't had sex in 3 years, dude, you're probably going to commit a crime soon.
Were we on a jump to conclusions, Matt, there?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you just jumped to the conclusion that he was talking about not being laid.
Well, I did. It's just the sequence, the manner in which the chats came and suggested that. Don't fucking pick apart what I'm saying, Adam, you douchebag.
I don't use sequences. I use A-quences and B-quences.
Yep. You know what that sound means. Thank you all for joining us for another installment of the Brass Tacks Podcast. I hope you had a great time. I hope that you've liked the stream, even if you didn't like it. Don't be a fucking asshole and just like it. And make sure you're subscribed, because YouTube likes to unsubscribe people. And Daddy and Daddy need you here with us. We're all learning.
Subscribe, Domscribe. Let's
Okay.
go, people.
We're all learning and growing together, so make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you tell a friend about the show, but not too many. We want to keep this tight-knit for a little while. Let's see. Jana says, sorry about that. LOL. Good night, gentlemen. Don't be sorry about anything. You added to the show. Jana, you always add something. You're a most welcome person.
Robbie says, free Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yep. Free Trump.
Free Epstein or Trump.
Free Epstein. Epstein didn't do it.
Free Large Marge.
Yep. All right, whatever. If you guys have any suggestions or you have anything you want to see covered on the show, send your suggestions to therealbrasstacks@gmail.com or go follow us on Instagram and send your suggestions in there at therealbrasstacks. That's it for me. Adam, you got any fucking plugs?
No, just, it's nice to be important. More important to be nice.
All right. Janice says, find me on TikTok, LOL. Well, post your fucking TikTok name in there so people can see it later on and all that other good stuff. All right, we'll be back with another hangout sometime in this coming week, maybe like Wednesday or Thursday like we usually do. So keep a lookout, all that other good shit. And until next time, folks, take care, be good, all that other bullshit. We'll see you soon. Peace.